Yo, what is good, boys? In today's video, we're going to be breaking down what happened between Alex Pereira and Ciryl Gane at UFC Freedom 250 for the intern heavyweight belt, okay? Alex Pereira has finally came out and spoken about the illegal back of the head shots that Ciryl Gane was landing towards the end of the fight when he KO'd Alex Pereira, okay? Everybody has been talking about it, and I'm so glad that Alex Pereira came out and said something himself, okay, and showed these photos of the back of his head because this is fucking absolutely ridiculous. Take a look at this. I know you guys can't really see it well because I got my thing cropped, but you could clearly see here. That's one bump. That's two bumps there. There's one above that one. There's like 4, 5, or 6 bumps on the back of Alex Pereira's head from the illegal elbows that Ciryl Gane was raining down at the end of the fight. And all the referee, Mr. Herb Dean, did was sit there and watch. Okay? We're going to get to breaking down some of the tweets that have been flying around about it. There's a Sean O'Malley clip right here that I wanted to go over. Where I guess Sean O'Malley overheard Alex Pereira and the referee in the pre-fight rules meeting talking about back of the headshots, and I guess the referee specifically showed Alex Pereira where the back of the head was, okay? Because it's kind of a touchy subject, okay? Is it back of the head? Is it the side of the head? You know, where's the fine line? But if I'm going to be real, dude, even if I was a Ciryl Gane diehard, these are clearly back of the head. You can't get any more back of the head. Look at the connection between Ciryl Gane's elbow and Alex Pereira's head, just in this little clip right here, if you can see it. All right, we're going to go over the full video and break it down a little bit. I think this is probably a good one to fucking go over. Holy fuck, he hit Pereira in the back of the head like 15 times. Let's take a look here at this clip. He drops Pereira, okay? If he would have dropped Pereira, landed some clean ground and pound, I would be talking about good win from Gane, okay? Beautiful win, dude. Let's get him back in there against Tom, give him a shot at the title again, okay? He deserves it. But no. He got desperate, and he withered back into his little French treating ways, okay? Back into the old Frenchman ways, all right? And elbows Alex Pereira 15 times. All right, let's count. Let's count here. A few of these punches, I would say, were to the back of the head. Not those two. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And look at this fucking dweeb. This is not the first case scenario that this has happened, folks. And we're going to go over the clips of Herb Dean in the past, okay? And why Herb Dean needs to be terminated from his job as a referee. Immediately. All right? Somebody's going to get fucking killed out there. If you guys haven't seen that one video, everybody saw that or seen that one video of that boxer that got hit in the back of the head. And I know a lot of people have mentioned this already, but it's the truth. You get hit in the back of the head with 16 ounce or 12 ounce, whatever they use in boxing, with fully padded gloves to the back of the head. One shot can literally end your life. It can turn you into a fucking vegetableized wheelchair, okay? You'll be sitting in a wheelchair for the rest of your life, and Alex Pereira is lucky to be talking right now and to be able to even respond to this situation in which he does, okay? As you can see in the video, where's the good video at? He fully broke it down. I'm just going to kind of read off the captions so you guys don't have to, like, hear him talk Portuguese. But let's switch over to Instagram here and get into it, okay? He says, I think if it weren't for those punches, I wouldn't be in that situation, okay? He is admitting that the punches, I don't know if he's talking about the before punches or the after punches, meaning, like, if he wouldn't have been elbowed to the back of the head, then he wouldn't have been, beat up against the cage by Ciryl Gane, or if he was talking about the punches before. He said, when the jab landed, I fell and I grabbed his legs, throwing elbows and punches. Then it's like, man, this guy's desperate. And he landed a punch that he couldn't even believe. And then he wanted to end the fight no matter what. The ref was watching there. He said he hit him. He fell. He started throwing punches, and the guy sees it. An illegal hit, okay? I'm kind of breaking this down fucking horribly. But he's basically saying how he's looking through the eyes of Ciryl Gane. Okay, he's kind of trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's saying that, oh, maybe he was desperate. He finally landed the lucky punch on Alex Pereira, or not a lucky punch. I won't even call it that. He landed a clean punch on Alex Pereira that dropped him, and he got desperate. Okay, and I can understand. Okay, getting desperate in a fight once you drop your opponent, and maybe you have a few that are close to the back of the head. But 15 times, 15 elbows to the back of the head while Alex Pereira is clearly hugging the leg of Ciryl Gane, and he kept raining them down. Let's see what Alex Pereira says. He says you won't be wrong if you stop it. He's talking about the standpoint of the referee now. And then he pretty much says how, the fighters were warned beforehand, like we were talking about with the whole Sean O'Malley situation. They were warned beforehand. I'm sure they probably do this every fucking fight, every event. They go into the meeting and they explain to the fighters, these are the rules, follow them, okay? And I'm sure they did that before his Tom Aspinall fight as well. Ciryl Gane. Alex Pereira says he doesn't believe that Ciryl Gane is a real man. You hit a guy, you're right there, and then you're hitting him every which way. Come on. You can't see it? That's what I'm saying. All you could see from if you're Ciryl Gane, you're looking at Alex Pereira, who you just dropped, and Alex Pereira is holding on to the legs of you. All you can see is Alex Pereira's back of the head. And you were telling me, within the fucking 15 elbows that he rained down on Alex Pereira's head, that he didn't think to himself one time, oh shit, dude, we talked about this. This is, I'm breaking the rules right now. I should probably stop. No, he kept going. He said, look at Kalavi's case. I think that's the boxer. He says it was a different position, but I'm there. I blitzed him and landed illegal. I was looking like that, hitting. I'm trying to translate it. But yeah, and then he basically just breaks it down a little bit more. And then shows the pictures of the back of his head, which he clearly has welts on the back of his head, okay? We're going to get into the old Herb Dean, because not only is it Ciryl Gane's fault, this situation, but it is also the worst referee in UFC history's fault. Okay, Mr. Herb, let him die. Okay, so in this first clip that I've got of Mr. Herb Dean here, he's explaining to this older gentleman, I have no clue who this is, what is considered the back of the head, okay? If you look at my mouse here, he makes his hand like into a little line, and he goes, a lot of people think that the back of the head is this whole area right here, okay, right? Which I can see how that's not considered the back of the head, but now tell us, Herb Dean, what is the back of the head, okay? Little learning experience for the viewers here. Tell us what is considered the back of the head, Herb Dean.
The main area that we want to protect is the nape of the neck. So imagine look up a little bit. Imagine from the top of the ears.
He said, imagine from the top of the ears
this area
down.
Right here, that's what we're most concerned with.
He said that is the most concern. Okay, so where his left hand is right now is the most concern for back of the head shots. And if we direct our eyes over to the right side of the screen here, and we take a look at Alex Pereira's head, you guys can't really see it that well, but you can see this top left picture here. If I'm lining it up correctly, if I'm comparing these two pictures correctly, Herb, those are back of the head. Okay, I'm trying not to yell. I'm trying not to get fucking aggravated right now. But you're literally calling yourself out, okay? That hand right there is considered the back of the head, okay? So picture that on Alex Pereira's head. 1, 2, 3, 4 welts in that area that Herb Dean says, okay, according to him, is back of the head shots.
This area right here.
And then he puts his right hand over. He says, these right here. I don't know why I just had like an accent there, but he says this left hand, okay, where Herb Dean's hands are covering. Just look at the black part, okay? Where the black part is covering right here is considered back of the head to Herb Dean. Again, if we look over at the pictures here, I'm fucking looking at Alex Pereira's head, and it looks like every single one of those welts is considered back of the head for Herb Dean, okay? Who would have fucking guessed, dude? And now Herb Dean, okay? Now after we went over that kind of older clip, I think it is, of Herb Dean explaining what the back of the head is, he has a little response to all the backlash from the Alex Pereira fan base, okay? Let's get into that, and then we're going to show you guys the back of Alex Pereira's head, and tell me if you think that this lines up, okay, in Herb Dean's favor or Alex Pereira's favor. Let's get into this video here. He's basically
talking
explaining
about
it.
is the back of the head, and that's confusing because it's
He says it's confusing. I can understand that, okay? A lot of stuff's happening fast while you're reffing the fight, but you know, if you can't do the job, then why are you there? Okay? If you can't make that on-site reaction to, oh shit, this guy's hitting him in the back of the head, I gotta stop this, then you shouldn't be a ref, Herb Dean.
different than
Who would've guessed?
boxing. And the way we enforce this rule is we focus on the nape of the neck.
Oh. So again, we're doing the old hand trick again. Focus on the black part here. It looks like he's written some lines on this guy's head. All right.
And that's really what the rule should be called. The nape of the neck or occipital junction also covers the spine.
Okay, so he's talking about the spine.
And it covers
this whole area right here.
A line right here with 1 inch variance to either side. So
with 1 inch variance to either sides, he says.
This is what we go over in the rules.
He says this is what they go over in the rules. Really, I'm sure they probably sit down every single time there's an event, and somehow Herb Dean has still not memorized the back of the head shots.
Meeting, I will let them know that this area is a foul, off limits.
All right, that area is the foul. Remember that, folks. When I scroll down here to this next tweet, that area, the black area, Herb Dean's hand, it is back of the head, and in this line, in between these lines, is also back of the head. Okay, you got that? All right. Now let's scroll down here. Would you look at that, dude? That's exactly where Alex Pereira's fucking knots on the back of his head are. Whoa, dude. Dude, this guy refs for the fucking best organization in MMA. He is explaining to the people how he is wrong right now. And he is still probably going to go on to ref fights in the UFC. This is absolutely fucking astonishing to me. He's explaining, okay? One more time for the people. Let's run it back. Black part here, Herb Dean's hand. The line right here, okay? In between those two lines on this bald guy's fucking dome. All right? In the black hand. Scroll down. Take a look at the Alex Pereira photo. Not here. Not here. Not here. Not here. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Fire this dude, bro. Now let's get into the old fucking... Now that we've gone over that, now that fucking Herb Dean has obviously exposed himself for being a shitty ref and not knowing how to do his job, let's get into the actual part, the old highlight reel of Herb Dean classic moments, okay? Let's go over that. So not only does Herb Dean not know how to, you know, figure out what the back of the head really is, if we look up a little TikTok video here, we can see top 5 Herb let him die Dean moments, okay? This one against at the number 5 spot here. You can obviously see this bottom guy is completely done. He's completely asleep. He's been hit with ground and pound, and Herb Dean has yet to stop the fight, okay? There is multiple clips like this. I'm not going to keep going over them because I don't want to get copyrighted from TikTok. But, dude, this is not the fucking first time, okay? Another one here. Gets dropped. Back of the head shot there.
She is hurt. She's hurt
and has yet to stop the fight. He still has not stopped the fight. Herb Dean needs to be fired immediately. I just wanted to make a quick little rant video about this, so you know, if anybody was kind of wondering, you know, does Herb Dean actually, you know, did he actually not notice the back of the headshots? Like, you know, there's a lot of mix-up, there's a lot of in-between, there's a lot of, you know, oh, is it really considered the back of the head? Well, dude, according to the fucking ref that was reffing the fight, Herb Dean, they are all back of the headshots from Ciryl Gane in this clip. Let's go over this clip one more time before we end off the video here. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 back of the headshots. Herb Dean, not a word. Take a look at this fucking freak, dude. How dare they even fucking put him on the White House card, dude, honestly. Absolutely bullshit. Herb Dean needs to be fired right away. This loss from Alex Pereira, I do not hold against him, okay? I was fucking very disappointed at the beginning, right after the fight ended, and then I kind of went on to TikTok, like I said, went on to Twitter, and I see all these posts and these clips from the fight, and I'm thinking, wait, where are those back of the head shots? And I look, and I'm like, yeah, these are fucking all back of the head. I wanted to also go over a few tweets here, actually, before we end off. Dude, big MMA guru stepping in per usual, calling it all out. Calling all the bullshit out, okay? Um, and kind of siding with the fucking community and what everybody's thinking, okay? He says what nobody else will say, not can say. What nobody else will say, okay? And we're gonna go over that and we're just gonna kinda, fucking suck on the big MMA guru a little bit. Ciryl Gane is a soulless, filthy cheat and the dirtiest fighter in UFC history. Fighters literally die from one back of the headshot in boxing. He rains down 10 to the back of Alex Perez's head. Fuck Ciryl Gane. I can't wait for him to get flatline KO. Dude, I think everybody's at that fucking point with Ciryl Gane. He's got fucking endless title shots. He has one of the worst robberies in fucking UFC history against Alexander Volkov. And he in his past 2 title fights, not one. Okay, this is not a one-time situation. I'm not just hating on Ciryl Gane. Okay, this is not a one-time situation. He fucking gouged the eyes out of Tom Aspinall, who is still yet to return after what, 7 months or some shit. I don't even know how long it's been. It's been a long ass fucking time since we've seen Tom Aspinall because Ciryl Gane stuck his fucking fingers knuckle deep into dude, into Tom Aspinall's eyes, dude. And yet again, he cheats in this fight as well. In this next title fight, the fight after he pokes the guy's fucking eyes out and sits him on the bench for a year. He comes back against Alex Pereira, has a beautiful opportunity to perform at the White House and get back into the title shot. And what does he do? Rains down 10 elbows, which he's clearly looking at the back of Alex Pereira's head while doing, and fucking finishes Alex Pereira? Like, dude, he needs to be stripped. If I was fucking Dana White at this point, cut his ass from the fucking UFC, fire Herb Dean. I don't care how long he's worked for the UFC or how big of an OG to the UFC or how loyal or whatever he is, okay? Fire Herb Dean before somebody dies. All right, we're lucky fucking Alex Pereira can even speak right now, and doesn't have fucking internal bleeding of the brain or some fucking shit. I don't know. Yeah, dude. Oh god, dude, I can't fucking wait until Tom Aspinall versus Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane gets announced, dude. I hope Tom Aspinall fucking goes out there and absolutely flatline KOs Ciryl Gane and fucking rains down punches to the back of his head. Okay? Yeah, maybe we don't cut Herb Dean. All right away. Maybe we don't cut him right away. Throw him in there for the little fucking Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane rematch. All right? Let's go, Tom. You better be wearing some fucking goggles, Ciryl Gane. And you better be wearing a fucking little pad on the back of your head, because we're not coming nice this time, all right? Me and Tom Aspinall are not coming nice this time, all right? We were nice the first time. We were respectful. We didn't do none of the trash talk, dude. Get ready, boy. You better get bent over by Big Tom, all right? That's gonna be my full rant on this situation. I hope a lot of other, MMA people that are much bigger than me, obviously, like the MMA Guru, come out with a video of this, maybe Bedtime MMA as well, and break this down, because this is fucking ridiculous, all right? We need as much publicity on this topic as possible because of this right here, okay? Fighters die. Fighters die from back of the head shots. If Alex Pereira were to be vegetableized, dude, I'm not gonna say it, dude, because I might get demonetized, but I'm buying the old fucking water gun and I'm going to fucking squirt on Ciryl Gane, if you get what I'm saying, alright? Because this is fucking unacceptable. Fuck Ciryl Gane. Tom Aspinall, please come back and save the heavyweight division and beat the shit out of Ciryl Gane, flatline KO him, and then rain down 12 to 6 elbows to the back of his head. Please. That's gonna be it for me. Goodbye.